Skulle du sett hvis det man vidare?
I'm searching for some sunshine. Just need one ray through the dark.
So first day of recording is Monday. That means we have 4 days to finish soundproofing the studio, put up echo protection, and generally practice and do final drafts of the script. There's been a lot of preparation already going into this for combat scenes and general animations. We've had choreographers over helping us work out movement and strikes and blocks and etc. The next challenge ahead of us is actually being able to record sound.
We're in a crunch. We have to finish wrapping up the acoustic treatment of this space by next week because we have a practice shoot this Monday. Probably not everything's going to be done by that time. Hopefully we can start testing some mics still by then. But the real shoots start by the end of next week, and by that time everything has to be completely ready. Step 1 is isolating other sound from outside. Step 2 is treating the sound that we're actually recording. We just had a mini scare because I thought they didn't ship this glue from Germany, which are going to glue all the acoustic panels to the wall. So I just ripped open all the boxes, hoping to find it. Thankfully, we found all of them intact, so I'm gonna notify the excellent customer support team that they don't have to ship others our way. So what we're doing with these stone wool panel thingies, we gotta put these in the windows, and because they're so dark, they would heat up and eventually crack the windows. So we have to paint the back of these all white just before we put them in. Then we're gonna get some material and cover them over. So yeah, we're doing this, basically we're gonna isolate the sound from this room because currently we can't record the actors with audio, otherwise we'll hear cars driving by because there's like a washing station next door. We're gonna start with 1 layer of sound isolation, see if that works. If that doesn't work, we're gonna have to do 2 layers, and if that doesn't work, we're just gonna build a wall. Other than that, we have 50 square meters of acoustic panels. We have to take all those out of the boxes and use this glue to stick them on all the walls. That will help with the reverb of the sound when the actors are speaking. So the wall is a bit wobbly. He's like putting a bit of the floor to wedge them almost stuck.
So it doesn't shake as much, because you can see.
But I've done it here, and it's very stable. Yeah, basically the problem is like these motion capture cameras can't shake, because if they shake they go all out of whack and we have to calibrate again, so this has to be fixed.
And also it's the thing that's holding up like acoustic foam
all the
stuff.
shit. So of course this is going to be a bit of a trial and error. We have some panels right all here around that we've been using previously. Those actually work great. Probably going to use those in the corners of the space just to kill the bass. Starting with this, if it doesn't work, we'll just have to order more and more and more until we finally have sound that we like.
This is gonna be our first big release.
Yep.
It's gonna be really scary, but also exciting just to see what we've been working on finally come to life, even in a limited aspect on the screen and in the studio. So I'm really looking forward to working with the actors on Monday and the entirety of next month.
In the beginning of this video we said that we were in a huge rush because we were filming on Monday. That's kind of changed. We didn't actually manage to wrap up in time, so these sound paddings are only going up now.
Oh yes, we're gluing the acoustic panels to the walls. We've made a plan, you see. So this is what we're planning to do. It's actually upside down. So this is the door, this is the Mocap rig. We're gonna do at the bottom, then in between right here, and then up top as well. Skulle du sett hvis det man vidare? Being useful. We don't have enough material to cover every inch of the wall. So what we're gonna do is gonna block in the major areas, the major flat areas. Then we're gonna do sound tests. But for now we just have to see.
So we ended up bailing on the entire shoot day, and we're delaying it until later. So we're getting ready for day 2. It's Wednesday now, and next Sunday we're filming our first scenes in here. And we're still setting up these pads, and we're still writing the script at this point. So everything is this catastrophe wave that we're sort of riding, just getting ready to start filming.
And also we had this really weird thing happen the other day. So we had sound isolated that door over there, which leads outside, with stone wool
one day we came into work and it was just gone, and we don't know where it went, and the door was just closed. And we have this theory that the door just spontaneously opened up, the stone wool just fell outside, and then it closed up again.
Lit.
But we don't know. So.
Yeah, I was wondering what happened to our makeshift door. I just ran on to the other side of the building and yeah, found, I mean, the remnants of it. I've got it confirmed by Frederick that this is
the
this
actual
used
door.
to be the door. So, yeah.
So it's Saturday, and I'm putting paper on the floor. You might ask, why are you putting paper on the floor? It's a good question. So it turns out the mats we got have a friction problem with the floor. They don't like rubbing up against each other. So we need something in between. And of all the things we've tested so far, paper's been the best. Next round.
We've got these Sennheiser mics, which I'm trying to get working, because we need to do a power test of everything before we do the shoots tomorrow. So we called and asked for another mixer / preamp. The one we wanted wasn't available, so we got another one which we'll exchange back for a big one next week. Right now it does seem to be working, so I think the mics are going to be set. I've tested one, I'm going to go test the other, and after that I think we're ready to start shooting with Altis and Ingun tomorrow.
So Acoustic was here earlier. Figured the best way to get past me was to jump over me. Didn't go very well because he landed right on his ass.
Oh my god! That's okay.
We're hanging
Acting. Dynamics. Schematics.
we're hanging drapes over the mirrors and the door. Otherwise,
Almost ready.
almost ready.
So we just wrapped our first day of shooting on our first production slice here in the studio. It's been a very hectic day. We were supposed to start at 10, get everybody in here, get everybody suited up and start shooting the scenes. We didn't manage to get started until 3:30 because we were just figuring out all sorts of problems and tests and stuff like that. But surprisingly enough, we managed to knock out 2 entire scenes by the end of the day, and it was a resounding success. The actors were incredible, the sound setup, as far as I know, worked. We're now gonna go review all the footage. Adis is gonna take all of it and sit down and look at every single bit of it, and we're gonna see if we can improve, if we can continue. And by this time next week, we've had to repeat the process twice. So at this point, we're firmly in production. We are filming, we are making the game at this point, which is just incredibly exciting.
Face. I'm a believer. Not a trace. Went out of my mind. Doop-it-doo. I'm a believer. I could have believed it if I tried. Låt nu vera.